Hello students, how are you all? I am Divya and I welcome you all back with our today's session. Alright, so today we are going to continue our same chapter, okay, about a different kind of school. Okay, so we have already studied up to point number 10, right? We saw that how the misfortune is like taught to the children, right? How in this school it's a different way to teach the students, right? So here we will see that we also saw that how the blind day is celebrated, right? So blind day is celebrated by like folding by putting the bandage on their eyes, okay, and like by the end of the day everybody realizes that what is the misfortune is, right? And by putting the bandage on your eyes you need someone to help you, right? Because like without someone's help you won't be able to see the things, right? You won't be able to do anything, right? So you need someone to help you, all right? So now we will read the 13th para, okay? So we see that the blind day is of course really the worst, but some of the children tell me that the dumb day is the most difficult. We cannot bandage the children's mouth, so they really have to exercise their willpower. Come into the garden and see for yourself how the children feel about it. So here, now Miss Beam is like staring to the writer, okay, to come into the garden and see that how all the children are performing their and celebrating their days, okay. So for some people, blind is the worst, okay, it's very bad for them, and for some children, the dumb day is very best because for for blind day they can put the bandage on their eyes, okay, and they cannot see for both. But for dumb day we cannot put the bandage on people children's mouth, all right? And we have to the children have to control their willpower that they are not supposed to speak anything today because it's dumb day and you have to keep your mouth shut, all right? So this is about what our point number 11 says. Now we will see the 12th point. Okay, so Miss Beam led to me to one of the bandaged girls. Here's a gentleman come to talk to you, said Miss Beam and left us. Alright, so now Miss Beam and author, both of them are going to the garden, okay, and Miss Beam has led to one of the bandaged girls. Miss Beam has brought that author to the one of the girl who has the bandage on her eyes, okay, and she informed to that girl, okay, that there is one gentleman who has came to see you, all right, and wants to talk to you. And she just spoke to that girl and she went away, okay, she went back, okay, she just left that place, all right. So underline the phrases which is given over here, okay. Come to talk, okay, so it means who has come to talk, all right. So this author has come to talk to that child, all right. Now we will see what happens next. Don't you ever peep? I asked the girl. So here, the author is asking to the girl. Okay, then don't you ever peep means don't you ever try to see that your eyes are bandaged, all right? So oh no, she exclaimed. That would be cheating, but I had no idea it was so awful to be blind. So the girl is explaining that she's saying that oh no, means she would never does the cheating, okay, and she has not idea that how the awful means how the bad it is to be the blind, okay. You can't see a thing. Yes, of course, when the bandage is folded on your eyes, right, you cannot see anything, only the darkness you can see, all right. You feel you are going to be hit by something every moment, so you feel like by the time, or by the time you walk and you do something you will get hit, right? You feel something like that because you cannot see, right? It's such a relief just to sit down, so you get relief, you get relaxed, okay, when you just sit down, okay, somewhere, in spite of like going anywhere or like doing something, okay. Then, are your helpers kind to you? I asked. So the author is asking to the girl that your helpers who are helping you, right, the other children, they are kind to you? So, fairly, but they are not as careful as I shall be when it is my turn. So she's saying yes, fairly, okay, fine. They are kind to me, but they are not as careful as I do when it's my turn to help someone. All right. Those that have been blind already are the best helpers. It's perfectly ghastly not to see. I wish you would try. So those who are already blind, okay, they don't have to pretend that they are blind, okay. So they are the best helpers because they know that they are not going to cheat you, right? Because they cannot see in actual, all right. So for that thing, for those helpers, it's very good. But and she's like telling to the author that I wish that you should try this also. So shall I lead you anywhere, I ask. So the author is asking to the like that girl that the author, whether you want to go somewhere, means shall I give you the path or shall I lead you somewhere, okay, or anywhere. So we'll see what happens next. Oh yes, she said, let's go for a little walk. Only you must tell me about things. I shall be so glad when today is over. The other bad days can't be half as bad as this. Okay, so the girl is replying that, oh yes, let's go somewhere. We will have a little walk. Okay, we'll walk over here. Okay, and you just tell me about the things which is you are seeing around you. Okay, because the girl is having the bandage on her eyes, right? She cannot see, right? So obviously she's telling to the author, okay, that just tell me about the things which you can see over there. All right. So I will be glad, means I will be happy that when as soon as this day gets over, today's day gets over, because that girl is not able to see. Okay, it's very bad like situation. All right. So the other days are very other days can be half as bad as this. So the other days are very other days are also bad. Like doing the dumb day, then doing the like blind day. Okay, and then whatever the different days were given over there. But all those days are like half as bad as this. Okay, but this is the blind day, is the worst day for that girl. All right. So having a leg tied up and hopping about on a crutch is almost fun, I guess. So having an arm tied up is a bit more troublesome because you can't eat without help and things like that. I don't think I will mind being deaf for a day, at least not much. But being blind is so frightening. My head aches all the time just from worrying that I will get hurt. Where are we now? Alright, now the girl is saying that having the like leg, if your legs are tied up, okay, and you are sitting on the crutch, okay, so it's almost fun because you don't have to walk, okay, somewhere. Somebody will help you to like go from one place to another or to do anything, okay, to do any work, alright. But if your arms are tied up, okay, if your both the hands are tied up, then it's bit troublesome. It's like a little difficulty because you cannot do anything. Like you need someone to even eat. Okay, you need someone to like clean your face, or you for anything you need someone, right? You need someone's help because if your arms are tied up, then you cannot do anything. All right. So underline the word troublesome over here. Okay, the meaning is given on the right hand side. It means difficulty. All right, or you can say difficult. Okay, so and according to the that girl, she think that the deaf day is the like good day. Okay, at least you will not speak much, but the blind day is very frightening, means it's very you can say underline the word frightening. It's very scary because every time your like her head is getting edge, means she is having a head edge, that she thinks and she worries every time that I will get hurt, I will get hurt. So in this way, and so she's asking to the author that where we are now, so at which place we have reached now. All right, so the author is replying, in the playground, I said. We are walking towards the house. So the author replied to the girl that we are in the playground and we are going towards one house. Okay, so here is the, you can say, one picture is given of the author as well as that girl. All right, now Miss Beam is walking up and down the garden with a tall girl. What is the girl wearing? My little friend asked. Now, by the time they were, the author was with that girl, okay, Miss Beam was also like walking with up and down, means she was also going upside and downside with one tall girl, okay. Now, what is that girl wearing? My little friend asked. Means that the author was going with one girl, right? So, what she was wearing, it is asked by that girl. So, a blue cotton skirt and a pink blouse. So, she has wore a blue cotton skirt. So, this is said to be the skirt and this is said to be the blouse, alright. Now, I think it's Millie, she said. What color is her hair? So now the girl, okay, who was having bandage on her eyes, okay, she guess that who guess about the girl guess about the girl about the author said. Okay, author given the description of it. Okay, so she is guess and she said that I think she is Millie. Okay, and so she's asking to the author that what is the color of her hair. Okay, so very light, I said. The author replied, her color is very light. Yes, that's Millie. She is the head girl. So again that girl replied, okay, yes, I know she is Millie and she is the head girl. So head girl is someone like, who like maintains and like takes care of all the, like you can say, the days celebrated or anything which thing in, or you can say any program which in which the everybody have participated. All right. So she was the head girl. Okay, now there is an old man tying up roses, I said. So here also the author said that there is one old man, okay, who is just tying up the roses. Okay, so here you can see, okay, this is the old man who is just tying up the roses. All right. So yes, that's Peter. He is the gardener. He is 100 of years old. All right. So here the girl is replying to the author that that person is the Peter. Okay, and he is the gardener of our like the school. Okay, and he is just 100 of years old. All right. And here comes a girl with curly red hair. She is on crutches. So there was someone who was coming on the crutches, okay, on the wheelchair, okay, and she was having a very curly red hair, all right. So that's Anita, she said. Now here also that the girl with whom the author was going, okay, she is able to recognize all the people, even like even she was having the bandage on her eyes, okay. So she said like, yes, I know that's Anita, okay. Then we'll see the next one, what happens next. So we walked on. Gradually, I discovered that I was 10 times more thoughtful than I ever thought I could be. So underline the word first of all, gradually over here. Mean is given on the right hand side. So we walked on. So the author is saying that we keep on walked on. We means we keep on going from like one place to another, and in between, in meanwhile, they saw the lots of children passing from there. One is celebrating Dumb Day, right? One is celebrating the Blind Day, and one is celebrating their eyes. Sorry, their legs are tied up. Okay, their arms are tied up. Okay, they cannot do anything, right? So they were going and going. Okay, they were like having the conversation. Okay, and gradually, means slowly, he found that discovered means that author found that he was 10 times more thoughtful. Okay, he was 10 times more thoughtful than he ever thought. Okay, so I also realized that if I had to describe people and things to someone else, it made them more interesting to me. So he also said that, if he would be able to describe people and things in this way, okay, to somebody else, okay, so it would be more interesting. All right. And when I finally had to leave, I told Miss Beam that I was very sorry to go. So, and the time comes, okay, so the author was supposed to leave this place, all right. So he's like, very sorry, means he's very apologizing to the Miss Beam that he's sorry to go from here, all right. So she replied, then there is something in my system after all. So here comes the reply of that girl, okay, that girl who was with author, okay. So she replied to the author that, so here she means the Miss Beam himself, okay. So no, it's not that girl, okay. So she's just replying that, okay, I think that my system has something very good and something very like fruitful, because it is teaching to the children also, and it is teaching to the author also to like reply and to like help someone in a better way, all right. So the author is very happy to like visit Miss Beam's school, okay, and he wants to spend more time with this school, okay, but he's not able to spend more time because it's time to leave that place, all right. So he is also having the last conversation with Miss Beam, and she is leaving the school, all right. So here we saw about a different kind of school, okay, that we have learned that how they are teaching to the students, all right, and in which what manner and what is the purpose of that school, okay, how it's different from other schools, all right. So this is about our today's chapter, okay. I hope you understood it very well, okay, and you saw that what is about a different kind of school, all right. Now we'll see the exercise, okay, which is given in your reader, okay. So this question number A you have to do on your own, okay. You have to do, I'll explain to you. You have to put the sentences from the story in the right order and write them out in paragraph. Don't refer to the text. So first of all, you have to read all these points, okay, and you have to see which points comes first, which comes second, third, and etc. in this way. And then you have to make one para of it, okay. You have to just write all the sentences in the correct manner, in the correct order, okay. So this you have to do on your own, alright, in the rough book, okay. Coming to the second B question answers that we will do in the workbook, okay. Then third one, alright. So we have to match the words and phrases with their meanings in the given below. So this, all these phrases and words are given in this paragraph, alright. So we will directly write the answers after reading the question, alright. Just a minute. So first one, okay. Homesick means waiting to be home, alright. Then second one, practically means almost. Then third one, it pains me means it hurts me. Then fourth one, appreciate. Appreciate means to understanding the difficulty, okay. Difficulties. Then fifth one, thoughtless means not very caring. Then sixth one, exercise. Exercise means to test the strength of, alright. Then seventh one, relief. Relief means a welcome change. Eighth one, ghastly. Ghastly means terrible. So here are these words, okay, that you have to find out the meanings, okay, and you have to write over there, okay. So this you have to write in your reader. We'll see the next one. Okay, so in next one, what is given? Reword these lines from the story. So from the story, we have to again reword means again we have to write the full sentence, along with we have to write that who is speaking that sentence, alright. So just write down the answers, these answers in your reader, okay. The space is given downside or upper side, wherever you find the space. Just complete this B exercise, okay. Now we'll see the next one, okay. I'll show you. Next one is given about, given below is a page from a dictionary. Look at it carefully and, okay, so now this page is totally given from the dictionary, okay. This full page is given from the dictionary, okay. The words are given and the meanings are given. So what we have to do, we have to find out the answer of these three questions, okay. So that's given in your reader. First we will read what is given first one, okay. So find a word which means the same as ghastly. Write down the word and its two meanings. So we have to find out the one word which means ghastly from this page, okay. From this page you have to find out the one word which means ghastly, okay, and we have to write the other two meanings, means other two similar words of that particular word, alright. Then second one, find out a word meaning a part of the school year. So what is the meaning of a part of a school year? That also you have to find out from this dictionary page, okay, and that you have to write over there, okay. And the third one is you have to find out the meaning of examination. Also find out the meaning of examination from this dictionary page and you have to write down over there. So this also you have to do on your own, okay. This is given over here on this page number, okay, in your reader, okay. So just find out the meanings from this words, okay, from this dictionary page, alright. Now we'll see the next exercise, okay. Now next exercise says that you have to make the list of, okay, first one, all the words on the page plus any more that you can think of that begin with TERR. Alright students, so what you have to do in first one? In this first one, you have to find out the words from that dictionary page, the words which begin with TERR, okay. जो भी words TERR से start होते हो वो words आपको dictionary वाले पेज में से ढूंढ के लिखना है, alright. So this also you have to do it on your own and this you have to do from this page, alright. Find out the word which starts with TERR, okay. And if you complete if you have already find out the word which begins with TERR, and you can write or you can find out some more words which you get it in your mind, alright. Then we will see the next one. 5 words that may follow the last word on that page that. So on the last page we have find out the last word that, okay. So we have to find out the few more 5 words, okay, with whom we find with that, okay. So you can like write those, that, okay, after, okay, then whom, what, okay, on any 5 words, alright, which we find on that particular page, alright. Then we have to write down your own meaning of the word thank. So in this third one, what you have to do? What do you mean by thank? Okay, you have to write down your own meaning. Okay, this time you don't have to look into dictionary. Okay, then after that, after writing the meaning on your own, then write down the meaning given in the dictionary. So again, you have to find out the meaning which is given in the dictionary of the thank word. Okay, and that you have to write down. So first you have to write down the meaning of thank, which is according to you, and that then you have to find out write down the meaning which is given in the dictionary. Alright, so this exercise also you have to do, and that also you have to show me. Alright, now this is the poem for your reading. Okay, so you just can read at your home. Alright, this is no need to read for me. Alright, now we will see the speaking and writing exercise over here. Alright students, so what you have to do over here, we'll see the first one. So make a short list of things you find difficult to do. So you have to make one list. Okay, you have to make one list of the things which you find too difficult to do. Okay, which you find that you will get some trouble for doing things. Okay, so that also you can write the answers over here, or you can write in the rough book. Okay, so here the two things are given. For example, turning a small sword. So this is called turning a small sword. Okay, and this is called threading a needle. Okay, so these are the two things which you might find difficult to do. Okay, but apart from these two things, you also have to find out which are those things which you find to be difficult. Okay, not like reading, writing, but any other thing. Okay, so we have to make one list. Okay, and we have to explain them in the class. Okay, but this we are not going to do. Okay, this we are not going to do because all of you are at your home, but you can make a list still, students, at your home, that what are those things which you find difficult to do. Alright, then the next one is given that look at your hands carefully. Alright, so students, please look at your hands carefully. Okay, now write down for each finger one action for which that finger is particularly important. For example, the second or index finger helps to hold the knife down firmly when cutting. So we have this palm, right? We have 5 fingers. Alright, so we have to look at our all the fingers carefully, and we have to like tell that we have to give the example over here that all the fingers are useful for what. Okay, so here they have explained that this second finger, index finger, is used to hold the knife. Okay, to hold the pencil or pen. So likewise, all this finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, and this first thumb, okay, they are useful for what? Okay, so we have to write down the meanings, we have to write down mention the purpose of our fingers. Alright, so here I will show you the example. So the first finger, to warn somebody and point someone. Okay, so this first finger we use to warn somebody, or you can say to point someone. Alright, then second finger is already given. Okay, that we don't have to do. Then this is called the middle finger. Alright, so middle finger is used to hold the things. Okay, then we have the ring finger. This is called the ring finger. Alright, so ring finger is used to put the ring on it. Okay, and the last one, this is called the little finger. So little finger is used to for making a list, right? Sometimes we count in this way, right? So this little finger is used for making a list. So in this way, this thing is given that you have to find out the purpose of your all the fingers. Alright, so this is just one example. You can make your own example. Okay, that when do we use all over these 5 fingers. Alright students, so just you have to write also in your reader. Okay, so as of now we are completing this exercise in our reader, and complete all the exercise which I have explained in today's video. Alright, and show me before the day gets end. Alright students, so please, as of now, stay home, stay safe, and have a nice day students. Thank you.